It's Friday, September 1st, and when it's Friday, you know what that means. It's time for Comics Forever. Welcome back to Comics Forever, the weekly show where I tell you about all the comics that we love that you should be reading. I mentioned that it is September 1st, and that is a very auspicious day in the history of Brave New Worlds. It is our 16-year anniversary of being an old city. So just want to say congrats to Rob and Brian, who did that all those years ago and are still doing it. And I've been lucky enough to be a part of that for the past, about half of that, about 8 years. So, you know, here's to another 16 more, and thank you to all of the fantastic customers that have made us get this far. Since it is an anniversary episode, I wanted to shout out a couple books that I got recommended to by Brian and Rob back when I was just a wee baby customer. So, let's get right into Comics Forever. So if you've been lucky enough to shop with us in store here at Brave New Worlds, you'll know that one of our favorite things in the world is recommending books to people. Getting cool comics into the hands of cool people that will love them. So when I was just a customer, I walked in here after I got a job that paid money, mind you. I walked in and I met Rob, and Rob told me about a little book over here in the W section of our Great Wall called The Wicked and Divine by Kieron Gillen and Jamie McKelvie. This book is awesome. Essentially, every 90 years, a pantheon of gods across all of the different mythologies comes back to life. They live for 2 years, and they die. And every time they're in the world, they take the form of whatever is most worshipped by the modern day people of that time. So now that they're back now, they are all showing up as pop stars. I think the selling point to me was the androgynous David Bowie looking Lucifer. Sold. Say no more, fam. I'm in. But yeah, Rob recommended this book to me, and it's been an all-time favorite ever since. So yeah, the entire series is done now. It's 10 graphic novels altogether, and you should grab The Wicked and the Divine today. So later on, after I'd become a Wednesday warrior, buying all the weekly comics on Wednesdays, I asked Brian, like, what is one of your all-time favorites? Like, what would you recommend that I start that I haven't read? And after some questioning, he found out I had never read Akira. And he was appalled, and that is the correct answer. This book is one of the all-time greatest. And before this, I had never read any manga at all. I had seen the movie and loved the movie, but I was like, manga? I don't know. It's black and white. I don't know if I'm into that. Trust me, trust Brian, this is one of the greatest books of all time. And if you're a fan of the movie, you don't even know. There's 6 volumes of this altogether, and I think the movie ends in, like, maybe the first half of this book. Like, there's so much content that you were just, like, unprepared for. It's so good. And when Brian told me about this, I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy volume 1. That'll last me a while. That'll be a good chunk to get through. The next day, I came in and bought volume 2 and 3. The day after that, I came in and bought 4, 5, and 6. You're not gonna be able to put this book down with good reason. It's one of the greats. So, if you haven't already, you should grab Akira, and if you have, just go read it again, because it's the best. Akira. That's it for my walk down memory lane of Comics Forever. If you haven't been in the store and asked us to give you a recommendation, you're missing out, because it could be one of your all-time greats as well. That's what we love doing. If you're not able to shop with us in store, make sure you go to braveNewWorldsComics.com, and all of the graphic novels and comics are available on our website. And if you need more comic book recommendations, make sure you go to Tales from the Short Box, my podcast. We're actually doing a manga series right now. Not on Akira, but some other ones that are now some of my current faves that I'm not a manga novice any longer. And until next time, Comics Forever. I said it's September 1st, and that is a very exciting day. That's a really stupid way to say that. Alright, let's do that again. And here's to another 16. There's gnats everywhere! Oh my god! Oh my god!